Welcome to another episode of 600 Seconds, brought to you by Seagate. I certainly do appreciate them sponsoring this episode and all the other episodes, being created out of the hex quarters. Mike, this is the 600 Second podcast. I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. It's not even a podcast. It's just an interview series that I do. First question, what is the first app that you open in the morning?
Instagram.
Instagram is your
Instagram
go-to.
is the go-to app, yeah, for me.
Second?
Either Twitter or my text messages. I mean, if I have a text message, I'll go to that first, but if there's nothing, I'll go to Instagram first and then Twitter.
All right, what's your favorite food to eat?
Currently, right now, probably hamburgers.
Hamburgers is your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you tried the Impossible Burger?
Yeah.
And?
That's the Beyond Meat, or is Impossible Burger something else? My thing is
Impossible. It's the same thing. I mean, not the same thing.
Incredible. Whiskey Cake right by me. I think that's where the Impossible Burgers had it there. I thought I thought this was a burger made in the back of like my aunt's like barbecue session.
Really? That good?
Yeah. Oh.
And it's no meat, right?
No meat.
No meat at all. That's crazy. What is the favorite moment you've ever had in your career?
Like gaming.
Well, what other careers are you in? Health, I guess.
Yeah, I
Stocks?
thought like maybe as like competing versus outside of competing.
Just your favorite moment in your career, whatever.
Favorite moment was probably placing second in 2009, I believe. It was either 2009 or 2010, last event at Nationals. So we just missed placing first to end Halo 3. And then moving into the next season, we all get sponsored by Red Bull, and then we win that event. And so like it was just 3-4 months of just rolling on a high cloud.
Jesus. Who is your celebrity crush?
Ooh, Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. How old is Jennifer Aniston?
I'll be there for you.
She's got to be like 42 by now.
40 good for me.
40 good? If you weren't doing what you're doing right now, what would be your job?
I'd probably be like a financial analyst, some sort of analyst, or something to do with accounting.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You good with numbers?
Yeah, I'd say so.
50. Jennifer Aniston is 50.
50, good.
Bro, if you look at J-Lo's 50 as well, and man, they got
both be looking good.
Yeah, they got
their ages.
They got it going on. If Halo wasn't your esport, if Halo didn't exist, what would be your esports of choice? If you could say, all right, tomorrow I become this professional and I'm at the same level that I was in Halo in my prime, what esport would you pick to be that in? And you can't say Fortnite because of the money.
I'd probably say Counter-Strike.
Just a shooter, another
shooter. Like I like watching Counter-Strike. I don't play it, but like if I could pick another game to be that, it'd just be computer games. I don't do computer games.
You know, now that I've been playing Battalion for as long as I have, close to 2 months, I using a keyboard and mouse is so much easier than using a controller. Okay. So this whole keyboard and mouse master race shit has to only apply to the frame rates and the visuals and not the skill and ability, because as a person that spent the majority of his gaming life, only 99.99% of my career was spent on a controller. Okay, now using a keyboard and mouse is so easy to use.
No, I agree with that. Like especially for Battalion and Counter-Strike, like I feel like I could be good at Counter-Strike, but I'd have to put in the crazy hours of being a kid, which don't have that freedom. I'd say like definitely get more responsibilities to get older. But like obviously for Fortnite, my hands can't do that shit. Like the shit they do, like I just. Basic things would just always lock my hands up on the computer, which makes no sense because I hear like my fellow competitors always being like, I got carpal tunnel in my hands now. I'm like, I literally only get that if I'm like holding down W for whatever position my fingers in, just annoys my whole hand.
Yeah. All right. What's your favorite esport?
Damn. Obviously Halo.
Yeah. Do you think
like original Halo?
Have you played the new one yet?
Nah, the new one. No one's played it really besides the testers. It doesn't come out until 2020.
Wasn't there an invitation? I think Tashi sent out an invitation to something like that. I think it may have been like the campaign.
That
and
was
not necessarily
that
the
was like MCC Halo Reach coming out on PC.
Yeah,
but that's not the new game. That's the old game.
What do you think it would take for Halo to make a resurgence?
I don't know if they had this continuous thing.
Because the community is live, and there's something there. There's a spark there that can be reignited into a massive flame. Doing what though?
I feel like their studio just kind of gets harmed by like what our community says. To be honest with you, like if we like tell them mechanics is bad, and they're like we want like specific reasons, it's like well I don't have a specific reason. We could just tell that it's breaking the game and not letting it flow the way it should be. And I feel like there's always this tension between like community and the studio of that. And obviously, like, I don't know, Microsoft obviously has control over that studio, so if they have certain deliverables within the game they want to hit, then like they're gonna push that stuff in there. I think it's kind of like how Bungie and Activision, like, people are like, now that Bungie is on their own, kind of. I think this last Destiny update is like a Bungie Activision one, but ever since they've split off with them and been able to take more control, people are like, okay, this is like the Bungie I remember who made Halo and all that. So I mean, I think just people who want to make a good game and then listen to like what the feedback everyone's giving them, because I know they work off numbers, obviously. Like, they see, I believe campaign's like the most played thing in Halo, and so like I think Halo's just more geared towards, you know, your single player 1, 2, 3, 4 days you play the game and you might never touch it again unless you want to come back and introduce someone to the campaign.
All right, what is the dumbest thing you've ever spent your money on?
Dumbest thing, a freaking suit.
A suit?
Yeah.
Like an Indochino suit?
Like an Indochino suit. I believe it's like mango. It's like bright and vibrant.
I saw the chinos. I didn't know you got the whole suit.
And annoying as hell. It's some shit Team Summertime would wear, probably. But it'd be that, I'd say.
Yeah, not bottle service.
Nah, that's all worth it.
Wait, okay, so you're like the first person to say that. Everybody always says bottle service is the dumbest thing they've ever spent money on, but you're the first one who says,
I mean,
it is an enjoyment. You're right. I mean, if you think about it,
like, when I go with the right people that like you know, the people we hang out with, like, I'll put my card down and then spend whatever for the night, and everyone's like, yeah, we'll pay you, and it's like no one wants to pay up all of a sudden. That point to me is when it becomes an annoyance. Like, would you and you definitely got more money than me. What you mean you can't pay me your portion of like what you just
name who hasn't paid you? Who owes you money now?
I mean, people end up paying me, but it's
who owes you money right now from bottle service?
Owes you no one right now.
Courage?
Nah, Jack pays. Jack paid right away.
Jack pays all the time. Jack pays right away. Yeah. You see your Venmo with like Jack paid drinks. But look, every single time I show up, I just cop the bottles just because. Gotta get them write-offs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Entertainment. So one of the things that I always ask people, and you know, are you currently single? Are you dating?
Yeah, single.
You're single. What is the dumbest thing you've ever done for love?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing? No. Nothing. No, that's no one's answer that either. You know, like if you've never gone out of your way to maybe feel silly or to put yourself out there to, you know, to be embarrassed or anything, like that's good as well.
Nah, yeah, like there's nothing that I've ever done that's been like stupid whatsoever. So like maybe like paying for like flights or stuff like that, because I've only had long distance relationships, I'd say. I'd say yeah. As soon as I know I don't enjoy something, I'm out. So I'd say yeah.
No matter what it is that I
haven't found maybe like that real love.
Have you seen the movie Heat?
Like with Pacino. Yeah.
It's like never commit to something that you can't walk away from in 60 seconds or less.
Yes. Yeah.
That's you.
I don't know if that's that's me. That's me. I don't know if that's the same, but that's me for sure.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
You just don't stick around if you don't need to. All right. Now, this last question is a little bit more of a fun one, and many people have different answers to this. And mine changes every single week. Okay. If you can turn any animal in the animal kingdom into a 13-inch MacBook Pro height pet, what animal would you pick and why?
Damn. Imagine having a freaking killer whale. Like that's in your aquarium, man. Yeah.
It's just dying back there. Is a killer whale what you're gonna go with?
No, but I could just imagine one like
I picked a great white shark in an aquarium like 3 weeks ago. No, that's a good one. No one's ever answered that, so that's actually a good one.
I probably go like shit. Like a lot, like currently not extinct. You're saying, right?
Anything in the history of humanity.
Oh, in the history, probably like a big ass like Wolverine, Siberian tiger type of deal.
Wait, a Wolverine or a tiger?
A Wolverine, I'd say.
A Wolverine's just a massive dog, but tiny.
Fucking huge ass fangs. No, that's a saber tooth.
That's a saber tooth tiger.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm still going with the Wolverine.
The Wolverine. Okay. All right. Well, that's got to do it for this episode. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Shout out to Seagate. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.